starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Fourth gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. So you see Kane able to make that stop.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third down now. Here's Starks. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Offense to the line fast. Putting a receiver in motion. On first down. Here's Starks. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Dart out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On first down, this is Scannaboo. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Going right back to Scannaboo. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants throw 6 points on their score.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle, and they'll take the lead. Now Borregales on to send it away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60, ready. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Catch is made down the right sideline. Hits the 20. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Now Browning nodding into the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Making some progress here. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Throw left side finds Johnson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense in the hurry up here. It's Scannaboo on second down. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Now darts going to the air. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants tie us up 28 all. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. And he stopped on the run back at the 27. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Tag. Wolf. 77 Wolf. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Milton. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Dose of the hurry-up offense here.
For a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now, Milton. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. Browning on to handle the kickoff. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close. That edge, they're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Running with Scannaboo. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
That's another Giants 1st down. It's a gain of 17.
Driving forward with Scannaboo. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Cut near the goal line! And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants now trail by just a point in the 4th. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Mustang 19. 19 right. 18 Pioneer.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. It's a big strike downfield to Aguka. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Reno. Here we go.
Irving on the inside give. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Mecca Aguka, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, it hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Trap 60, trap 60.
He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Bucs have the first. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers going for the win here. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
Irving gets it on the draw. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Cowboy 80.
Setting up to pass. Catch made by Bucky Irving. Room to the right. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. The Giants using their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal. Here's Irving. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Timeout calls, and that's going to be the second for New York. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on second and goal.
Second and goal coming up. 5.
Let's go now.
There's another for it. And this is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Get it. 60 Bison. Big Lions. Get it.
QB sneak coming. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown. The Buccaneers have taken the lead late. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the fourth. Browning not to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
They've got a man in motion. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up second down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Ranging near a minute to play. Second and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push deep.